Good morning. How's everyone today? Are we good?
Woohoo!
All right, Anaheim. Well, Jocelyn, I appreciate that you covered the power of information, innovation, influence, and integrity, but I want to throw in something additional. I want to throw in impact. I'm not talking about the impact last night at karaoke on the expo floor, for those of you who were there. It was a lot of fun. But I want to talk about the impact that we make today, how it can last a lifetime. We, ARMA, we're proud this year to be raising money for a great organization, a charity locally here in California called Cakes for Heroes. This organization provides cakes to children across the globe with disabilities, with illnesses, life struggles. They have delivered more than 25,000 to recognize and empower the true heroes among us, those who showcase their strength and courage each day. All you need to do to support this organization is buy one of these fancy shirts right here. They will be available on at the bookstore on the expo floor, so please go and show your support. I know for certain this community, this ARMA family, my ARMA family, is up to the task to make an impact in the lives of children who need a bright spot in their day. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, are you ready for some real interesting discussions today?
Yes.
Let me try that again. Are you ready for some real interesting discussions today? Boom! Well, this is an example of why we're talking about innovation today. Recent studies show that more than half of associations will be dead or dying by 2030. And further, 40% of today's Fortune 500 companies will not exist in a meaningful way 10 years from now. Does that sound like a risk? I mean, I personally think it sounds like an opportunity. The companies expected to fail will be those who think they're doing well. They feel no urgency for action, no urgency to innovate. But simply recognizing these types of risks puts companies at a serious advantage. So you have the awareness, now what? Here's my first tip. Innovation in the way of language. Modify the language that you use every day in your organizations. This is a great way to change our brains into new habits and flex our innovation muscles. Let's force ourselves in our daily routines to call out the opportunities versus the risks. Continue using the term assets when we're referring to organizational information until it's treated as such. We've been saying it for a while. Begin calling our solution providers business partners, as Jocelyn said, instead of vendors, to rebuild and strengthen those relationships. Refer to our profession instead of a respective role or industry. And let's call Jocelyn's renovation a journey instead of crazy. But seriously, when you're discussing, debating, or learning from stories of success this week, listen carefully to the words being used. I challenge you to take those words home and try them out within your organizations. See the change. Watch it begin. Now, most of the knowledge you gain this week will be related to your organization or your own career path. So let me take a few minutes and talk about ARMA International's trajectory. Hopefully, you were able to attend our live webinar a couple of weeks ago where we announced the merger between ARMA International and the Information Coalition. How many of you attended? Did I see hands? Not nearly enough hands, but we'll talk about that later. If so, you have heard Jocelyn pose two questions. Number one, do you believe there is value in having an organization that is unbiased and mission-driven to advocate for what you do? I'm pausing for a response.
Yeah.
Thank you. Two, do you believe there is value in having an organization that can create educational pathways for you and the pipeline of professionals needed to sustain and advance this profession?
Yes.
Let's try this side again. Thank you. You guys do have coffee. If the answer is yes, which it sounds like it is, I hope that you have continued to remain involved or become more involved with ARMA and have seen ARMA's innovation over the last few years. It's been truly incredible. everyone should be constantly developing new skills to keep pace in our careers. And if you're nearing the end of your career or already retired, which I'm very excited for and jealous of, that aside, I hope that you are currently or will soon become a mentor and an advocate for your peers in their pursuit of upskilling. Now that's a fancy word for early in the morning. As I look out at this crowd, I see so much value and a lot of friends, mostly friends, some value, lots of value. I also see the reality that there are a lot of people who should be here today and they're not here. We all know people who need to join this community, and you are their bridge. You are their connection. You need to speak up, to share our resources, to share our knowledge with all information professionals who can benefit, who can make an impact in shaping this profession. Speaking of a continued journey, be sure to join us for the State of the Association, where karaoke was last night. Tomorrow morning, bright and early on the showroom floor, we're going to learn more about what ARMA has been doing for you and this profession. Now, a business rewards what it values, right? If you need momentum in your team, in your organization, in your chapter, in your family when you're renovating, try recognizing those who make home runs and also those who are, as Jocelyn said, playing small ball. Develop a board where achievements and new ideas are shared. Talk about innovation. Take time during every meeting or one-on-one to tell people when they have inspired you or even others with a new idea. Remember, our brains are working really hard when we are thinking outside of the box. So reward yourself and those around you. Speaking of recognition, I have the distinct honor of announcing a group of individuals who inspire me in the work they do in the profession every day. The Company of Fellows represents ARMA International's most distinguished lifetime or career achievement. This award honors records and information management professionals who are members of ARMA International and have made outstanding contributions to this profession. This award also honors those who are recognized for noteworthy accomplishments in the association at all three levels, local, chapter, region, and at the association level. Enrollment is limited to a maximum of 0.5% of the total current ARMA International membership. It's pretty interesting. A member number is assigned in chronological sequence to members accepted into the company. Once a number is assigned to an individual, it remains that member number in perpetuity. This year's new recipients are Melissa Dieter and Anita Castora, but Anita couldn't be here with us today. So congratulations to Melissa for this great accomplishment. Excellent work. Next up, the Brit Literary Award was instituted in 1967 in memory of John F.X. Britt, one of the early pioneers in modern records management and information management. This award, which is determined by the awards task force, is given to the authors of the best feature article representing all of ARMA's industry-leading information management magazine during the award being considered, this year being considered, July 1 to June 30. This year's winner, Victoria Lemieux, for her article, Blockchain Record Keeping, a SWOT Analysis in the November-December 2017 issue of Information Management. Vicki could not be with us today. We send out our sincere congratulations, and I'd love to give her a round of applause. Furthermore, we have some really exciting awards to announce at this evening's Hall of Regents reception. So please join us. We will be doing that for organizations, for individuals, and the ARMA chapters. So be there. They are shining examples of innovation and excellence. And finally, new to the ARMALive program this year, are thought leaders that we were soliciting to help chair our conference education management group. We're lucky to have the help of Carol Stainbrook, Michael Haley, and Teresa Drevenstedt, who worked hard to bring you progressive sessions that will no doubt expand your knowledge and continue our theme of innovation through the power of I. Carol and Michael are here this morning to tell us a little bit more about one of the threads in our program called IT in the Cloud. Please welcome Carol Stainbrook and Michael Haley of Cohasset Associates to the stage.
Welcome to the ARMA conference. We're excited to be here.